Is it just me, or does it seem like more and more leaders find themselves performing standard tasks that could easily be delegated within their team? I ask this question because often in my leadership and executive coaching practice, one of the major challenges most leaders struggle with is work-life balance and time management. And many times, once we get to the root cause, it often leads to their inability to delegate challenging and sometimes even nominal tasks to their team. Now, typically, leaders who rarely delegate do everything themselves, from the most complex to the most menial tasks. And even if it's not true, they're perceived as not trusting in the skill and competence of their team. Quite frankly, they're unwilling to take risks by delegating challenging tasks to subordinates, even if it will help them be more effective, because they feel that they can get the job done faster by doing it themselves. However, when you rarely delegate, you actually stifle the professional growth and development of your team and end up working harder, not smarter. So here are 3 benefits of delegating. 1, it improves team productivity and efficiency by saving you invaluable time in the long run. 2, your team feels valued because they feel you trust them. And most importantly, 3, it reduces your level of stress and burnout, allowing you more time to create greater work-life balance. And guess what? With all of these great benefits, only 30% of managers believe they delegate well, and only 1/3 of them are considered good delegators by their team. In fact, while delegation is a vital management tool, not enough people do it well. So for those of us who often struggle with delegation, but realize it's a necessary, invaluable action step in freeing ourselves of overwork and creating more work-life balance, here are the 5 levels of business delegation. Level 1 is to have the person do exactly what you ask. This works best with simple tasks that require little or no training. An example might be having a team member run a simple errand that you can't find enough time to get done. Level 2 is to have the person gather information. This works best when you just need someone to do a little research to help you make a decision. An example might be having them research price quotes, vendors, or other needed information for you. Level 3 is to have the person make a recommendation. This means you trust their judgment enough to gain insight and information from them. An example might be that after an employee has demonstrated a specific level of competence, you feel confident in getting their feedback, input, or recommendations before you make a decision. Level 4 is to have the person actually make a decision on your behalf. Now, as you can see, at each level of delegation, the level of trust that you have in the person increases. An example might be that you give the person the authority to make a hiring decision without your consent because you feel 100% confident that they will make the best decision in the interests of the team and organization. And level 5 is to have the person not only gather information, make a recommendation, and make a decision, but also go ahead and implement whatever decision they think is best. This is considered the highest level of delegation. At level 5, the person is 100% empowered to take action on your behalf because you have developed, trained, and coached them on how to make and implement sound business decisions. So as I begin to close, here are a couple of key points to consider. If you're delegating a new challenging or complex task to an employee that's never done it before, make sure you have time to train and assist the person if needed. And if you're confident and trust that the person can successfully accomplish the assigned task, don't micromanage. Empower them 100% to make the decision on how to complete and implement it. And if the concept of delegating is new to you, start with people who are part of your team, people who have the commitment and willingness to accomplish it, and people who are looking to enhance their career opportunities within the company. And when you're about to delegate a task, choose the appropriate person for the task, taking into consideration their skill and willingness to complete the task. Set clear objectives, clarifying your expectations and timeline for completion, and allow them to do the work. Don't micromanage, providing training as needed. And if you're confident in their ability, delegate the result, not the process. Don't underestimate their ability to find a more effective, efficient way to get the job done. Also, establish checkpoints to monitor their progress. And if they're not meeting your expectations, use this as an opportunity for further training. And most of all, if they exceed your expectations, be certain to recognize their accomplishments. So there you have it. We've covered the root causes as to why many leaders fail to delegate, benefits of delegation, as well as bad examples. We outlined the 5 levels of delegation, pointing out that it's okay to start with baby steps. And last, we covered simple ways to improve. And remember, if you're struggling with time management, accountability issues, and work-life balance, the root cause may very well be that you're not taking advantage of the many opportunities to delegate and further develop your team. Thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day.